I heard you say it today. Maybe you said it to a friend over coffee. Maybe you typed it in a text message. Maybe you whispered it to the mirror this morning, trying to convince yourself, I am fine. 2 words, so small, so heavy. But here is what I need you to understand right now. In this moment, as the noise of the world fades away, I heard what you didn't say. I heard the crack in your voice that you tried to hide. I saw the tear you blinked back. I felt the weight you've been carrying alone. You tell the world you're fine. But I am not the world, I am your father. And today we aren't going to torque at each other. We're going to sit together, just you and me. Because I have something to tell you about that word fine, and why it breaks my heart when you use it with me. Let's be honest for a second. Why do you say it, I am fine? Think about the last time you said it. Maybe you were standing in the grocery line and your mind was racing with anxiety about the bills. Maybe you were sitting in a crowded room, but you felt completely alone. Maybe you are right now listening to this and inside you are screaming. You say I am fine because it's easier, it's the polite answer. It stops the follow-up questions. It puts a bandage on a wound that needs surgery. But here is the truth I want you to hear. Deep in your spirit, you don't have to perform for me. You spend so much energy trying to hold it together, trying to prove you're capable, trying to convince everyone and maybe yourself that you've got it under control. But what if that performance is actually the very thing keeping you from the peace you're searching for? I know why you do it. You're afraid that if you tell the truth, if you say I am falling apart, people will leave. You're afraid of being a burden. So let's move from the living room where you're hiding to the throne room where you are known. Let's look at a story about a time someone told me a lie and how I responded. Go back with me to a garden, the Garden of Eden, the first fine in history. After Adam and Eve made a choice they regretted, they heard my voice walking in the garden in the cool of the day. And what did they do? They hid. I came looking for him, for you, and I asked a simple question. Adam, where are you? I didn't ask because I lost him. I am God. I know where every atom in the universe is. I asked because he was lost. And Adam's response, it was the first I am fine. He said I was afraid because I was naked and I hid myself. He told me his condition, but he didn't tell me his heart. He stated the facts, but he hid the fear. How many times have you told me the facts but hidden the fear? You know my situation, God, you say, but you don't tell me how it feels. You tell me you need a job, but you don't tell me you feel worthless. You tell me you want healing, but you don't tell me you're terrified of dying. But here is the part of the story you might have missed. The part that changes everything. Look at what I did next. I didn't strike him with lightning for hiding. I didn't yell, why are you lying? I did something much more tender. I made him a coat, I covered him. Even in the lie, even in the hiding, I was providing. I was showing him that my love wasn't based on his perfection, but on my nature. You see, you might be hiding in your own garden right now, but I am not walking away. I am walking toward you, and I am not asking because I am angry. I am asking because I want to cover you. Let's bring this home. Let's get practical. Imagine you have a chair in your house, it's your favorite chair. But one day the leg cracks, it's broken, it's unstable. You have a friend coming over for dinner. They walk in and they go to sit down. You shout, stop. Don't sit there. Why do you shout? Because you hate them? No. Because you love them. You know the chair will hurt them if they trust their weight to it. Now listen closely. When you tell me you're fine but you're broken, it's like you're trying to sit in a broken chair in front of me. You're trying to present yourself as stable when you are weak. Do you think I am surprised by your weakness? I made you from dust, I know it scatters in the wind, I know it gets muddy. But dust in my hands, that's where the miracle happens. When you stop saying I am fine, you stop pretending the chair is sturdy. You get up, and you finally let me hold you up. real life application for today. I dare you, I challenge you to tell me the truth out loud. Don't just think it, say it. God, I am not fine, I am angry. God, I am not fine, I am lonely. God, I am not fine, I am doubting if you're even real. You think that confession shocks me, it doesn't. It actually opens the door for me to move. Because vulnerability is the bridge between your pain and my power. I want to tell you another story. One you know, but I want you to see it with fresh eyes. The prodigal son. He left home, he wasted everything, he hit rock bottom. And in the pig pen covered in mud and shame, he practiced his I am fine speech. He rehearsed it. Father, I have sinned. I am no longer worthy to be called your son. Make me like one of your hired servants. He was going to downplay the relationship. He was going to settle for being a servant because he didn't think he deserved to be a son anymore. But the Bible says something incredible. It says that while he was still a long way off, his father saw him. How did the father see him from so far away? Because the father was looking every single day, scanning the horizon, waiting. And when the father saw him, he didn't wait for the speech, he ran. He ran past the son's I am fine lie. He didn't let him finish the servant's speech. Do you see it? Do you see me? I am not waiting for you to clean up your act. I am running toward you while you are still a mess. I am not asking for a resume of your good deeds. I am asking for a hug. The son wanted to talk about his mistakes. The father wanted to throw a party. You want to tell me why you don't deserve grace? I want to tell you why grace is already yours. So let's move from the party back to your heart. Because maybe the biggest I am finally isn't the one you tell others. It's the one you've started to believe about yourself. There is a deeper layer to this lie, and I need to gently peel it back. When you constantly say I am fine when you aren't, you aren't just fooling people. You are slowly convincing yourself. You start to believe that this heavy, tired, anxious feeling is just who you are now. You start to believe that joy is for other people. You start to believe that peace is a luxury you can't afford. But I didn't create you to just survive. I created you to thrive. Let's look at what I say about you. Because my words are the ones that last. I say you are chosen, 1 Peter 2:9. I say you are deeply loved, Jeremiah 31:3. I say you are more than a conqueror, Romans 8:37. There is a massive gap between how you see yourself and how I see you, and that gap is filled with I am fine. You see yourself as a burden. I see you as my child. You see yourself as a failure. I see you as a masterpiece in progress. What if, for just 5 minutes today, you stopped looking at yourself through your tired eyes and started looking at yourself through my eyes of love? I know this feels vulnerable. I know it feels scary to drop the mask. But masks are heavy, aren't they? Let's talk about what happens when you finally take it off. I want to make you a promise. It's a promise I wrote down for you long before you were born. Cast your burden upon the Lord and he will sustain you. Psalm 55:22. But notice the action, it says cast. That's not a gentle suggestion. It's a forceful throw. It's a decision. You have to choose to let go of the I am fine. You have to choose to hand over the anxiety. You have to choose to stop fixing it yourself. It's like holding a heavy rock in your hand. You've been holding it so long, your hand is cramped. You've forgotten what it feels like to have it open. I am standing here with my hand open right next to yours. I am not going to pry your fingers open. I am not going to steal the rock from you. I am waiting for you to trust me enough to drop it into my hand. And here is the secret the world doesn't know. When you drop that rock into my hand, you don't lose anything. You gain everything. You lose the burden, but you gain my peace. You lose the pretending, but you gain my presence. You lose the loneliness, but you gain a relationship that is real. We are almost at the end of our time together, but this isn't the end. This is actually the beginning of honesty. So here we are, just you and me. I heard you say I am fine today, and I whispered back, no, you're not. But come to me, and I will give you rest. I don't want your performance. I don't want your polished prayers. I don't want your religious words. I want you, the real you. The tired you, the messy you, the angry you, the scared you. Give me the I am fine. Trade it for the truth, trade it for freedom, trade it for me. Because I am not a God who stays far off. I am the Father who runs. I am the shepherd who leaves the 99 to find the one. I am the one who looks at your broken heart and says, finally, now we can work with this. If you are ready to stop pretending today, if you want to give me the real story behind the I am fine, just sit here for a moment. Don't say anything fancy. Just breathe and know that I am here, I am for you. And I am never ever leaving. You are loved, you are seen, you are mine. Thank you for being real with me today. If this conversation touched your heart, share it with someone who needs to hear that they don't have to be fine. Pass the hope on. And remember, I am with you, always.